Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David. The Beavers will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Grabbed over the middle, it's Morgan. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Warren. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. So Oregon State's offense will have its first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On second down, he'll fire. Got it in the middle, it's Clemens. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers and works his way to the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Beavers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. On the move, it's Stewart. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Warren. And his throw is incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They used those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They move the tight end all over. The give to the lone running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over the Royals. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Beavers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could...
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, obviously at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The sure hands, it's Morris. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Back to pass, it's McCoy. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. And the returner is stopped. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Holds it in on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That makes the score Michigan 17, Oregon State 3.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass, it's McCoy. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to throw for it. Spits it out to the back.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Running it back, it's Card. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's McCoy. They're working that left side. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Beavers will punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Finds his target down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Looking for the end zone. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He got it.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes his man miss. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. This offense has a second down play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Card. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's now second down after the short completion. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that pass intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to get outside. Powers through the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Warren. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down at the 34-yard line. line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. To the ground with the back. Discards a man. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Wolverines will go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out.
Gets it out fast.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Back to throw. It's McCoy. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets it out quickly. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a man, it's Warren. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle. It's Loveland. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing.
Afterburners coming. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting... Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
9.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's McCoy. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. To throw, it's McCoy. They're bringing heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find him an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Snaps it in the shotgun. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the move, it's Edwards. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do